What's up, music lovers? This your boy Danny, aka Lil D Lewis, and I'm hanging out with my main man.
This is your boy Marcus BWalter, aka film photographer and editor.
And we want y'all to check us out on the new hit reality internet TV show talking about the music, where you can get updates on all your favorite artists from the past up to the present, even into the future. We're gonna be talking to gospel artists, R&B artists, hip-hop artists, anybody you want to know about, even jazz artists. We doing everything right here talking about the music. So if you want to know, if you got some new artists that you want to get on the show, hit us up and let us know. Hey, what's up, music lovers? We back at you again here in the studio with famed leader of the legendary funk band, the Barcades, Mr. Lary Dodson, here with us today talking about the music. Pops, what's up?
Pops, right. I'm good, man. I'm good.
You good? Well, you looking well, man.
We are all flash, no cash.
Well, hey, look, let your fans know, man. We got people that's been hitting us up, want to know about the Barcades and what you and James been doing, and just what's up.
Well, currently we on tour, and of course we're running our record label, and it's doing well. You know, even with the change in the template of what music is and the industry is really doing right now, it's very tough. But you know, we're rolling our sleeves up and staying involved in that, and of course James does independent promotions, and I run a booking agency along with my wife and my son. So it sort of takes all these things to keep us moving. Probably one of the most exciting things we're doing right now is the Legends of Funk tour, which is a super band made up of funk icons like Sugarfoot and Ohio Players, the Barcades, Confunction, Daz Band, Slave, Brick, Midnight Star.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
What?
So you telling me that you got one huge big collaboration of all these bands on stage at the same time?
Well, actually, yeah, it is. We started about 10 years ago. It was called the United We Funk All Stars, and we toured like that. But we rehearsed it. Now, let me just say this: we never unplugged it. We move in and out. Basically, it's 4 or 5 of us, 4 or 5 bands on a given night, and we just sort of move in and out each number. Nobody does 2 numbers together. It's difficult to explain, but it's very well rehearsed. It puts you in the mind of a musical play, but we only do all of the hit records.
All the hits. So in other words, it's a non-stop music.
It's non-stop. We just no unplugging, plugging up. No, we just move in and out, and basically everybody does 5 of their biggest records. So in the course of the night, you'll get 30 songs in 3.5 hours.
So man, this is intriguing to me, because I want to know, and I'm sure everybody else wants to know, how does this work with because all of you guys, all the people you name, all those bands have had such success in the music industry. I mean, you probably got 30 hit records yourself. And,
right.
Well, how does that work with all the different personalities and all the leaders? Because you just named Sugarfoot, you said Confunction, you talked
right,
about
and
Mike
now George Clinton's touring with us now.
George, the master. So,
absolutely.
I mean, how does that work, you know, with everybody, with all their success?
I'm telling you, what's really very cool is basically we all know each other. We're all, James and I at Barcades, we've been together now for 40 years. We're working on our 29th album. But basically all these guys have been together 20, 25, 30 years. So we've known each other for a long time. This is reinventing ourselves. And it's in a way that the crowd is just in awe of the fact, first of all, that we'd even let our guards down and leave our egos at the door to even do this with each other. So it's a big deal for the fans. The promoters love it. We advertise. It's the Legends of Funk featuring the Barcades and the Players, and so we use all of our names. And basically everywhere we go, we sell out. I mean, nobody's seen anything like it.
So when you do these shows, what gender of people do you have come out as far as music lovers? Because music is an international language. Old, young, middle, everybody loves music in some form, whether it be gospel or funk music or R&B, soul, whatever it is. You know, people all over the world love music.
Right. Basically, our fan base, I would say, is 25 to 60, because you know, but we've come to learn and start to look at, and it's interesting that we got a younger base that's starting to come to our concerts, and it's probably because so much of our music has been sampled. And
Right.
now they're understanding, well, okay, I saw it when Nelly did it, I remember that, but these are the guys who actually made the record. So it's interesting for them, but the crowds are getting younger. But basically, it's a bunch of old school fools.
Right. Old school fools like me. I love the old school. I love it. But you know, listening and watching TV, and I noticed that a lot of you guys' music come up in commercials, and it's interesting that you said that a lot of the younger artists sample the music, but not just the artists. Commercials, people doing commercials, and all type of they use your music.
Yeah, and you know that's really been very cool for us. We've had, in fact, I just recently I'm putting together a piece now that's sort of it's a marketing piece that has all of our songs that have been used in movies, and even as late as 2 weeks ago on Raising the Bar and Desperate Housewives. Our music is being used a lot in the movies, and I guess the producers now they call it something. It's a particular era of music that they're using in these films now, and it just encompasses the stuff that we did. We were very big in the '70s, very big in the '80s, and even in the '90s. So these are the songs that basically the movies are gravitating to. You know, George Clinton. You know, it was the James Brown era where a lot of James Brown stuff was used. But now it's filtering down to the Players and the Barcades and Confunction and Roger from Zapp. A lot of his stuff is just being used in movies and commercials. I'm negotiating now a couple of commercials, national commercials, where our music will be used in.
Hey, that's a wonderful thing, man.
Keep the lights on.
Wonderful thing. Hey, now let me say this. So you're not only an artist and a leader of the band, you run the booking agency.
Right.
You and James together run the record label.
Absolutely.
And who are some of the artists that you have on the record label?
Jay Blackfoot, who's just an incredible singer, the Soul Children, he's actually one of the members of that group. Archie Love, just a really, really incredible writer, singer, song producer. Of course, the Barcades. Am I leaving anybody out? And our gospel label, which James and I started 2 years ago. Billy Rivers and the Angelic Voices of Faith, led by my youngest brother, Michael Dodson, and just an incredible group, anointed bunch of kids called Perfection, who we just really feel is going to be just the next thing. They've just come off, their last single was top 20 on the gospel charts, Billboard, and just a really anointed group of young guys, man. They're just great talent.
So in other words, we can expect some real big things from you in the future.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, just real quick, real briefly, what are some of your who are some of your musical influences in music, and also in light of the way that the radio and the record industry is going, where do you see the music industry as a whole in the next 5-10 years?
So, to answer your first question, my musical influences were Ray Charles, Stevie, Sly Stone, without a doubt, James Brown, Michael Jackson, and as far as where I think music is going, I think music is going back to really, really good songs. I think it's sort of like music to me is sort of like dress. The dresses go up or down.
Yeah.
You know, they may get wider or smaller, but music it evolves. I mean, it's only so many things you can do, you know. And if you stick and stay, as the Barcades have been able to, along with guys like the OJs and Earth, Wind and Fire, the Dales, we've been around just for over 35 years. So music comes back. You know, rap will always be an art form. R&B music is coming back. Those songs that really, really cut like a knife, songs that keep, you know, songwriters like myself and James and others really, really rolling, because James getting royalties from a record he did over 35 years ago. I mean, 40 years ago. But I mean, you know, there'll be. I just on the last thought, I would just encourage all the young writers and the and some of the guys that are up and coming guys and female artists just to dig deep. You know, write songs that won't be just the flavor of the day. You know, songs that can help your kids. So, you know, songs that your kids will, what we call songs that will make generational wealth.
Right, right.
You know.
Well, you know, speaking of that, I heard Peebo Bryson say one time on stage that the song he did for Disney, my children thank you, and my children's children, and their children.
Absolutely, that's what I'm talking about.
So I can
It's generational wealth. That's, you don't have to write one or two of those.
Right.
Ask David Porter and Isaac Hayes.
Well, Pops, look, thanks, man, for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Only
being
for
with
you.
us. Hey,
Because you know how tired I was.
You my man. I know
Okay.
you're tired, but we got to get it done.
All right.
You heard it right here today from legendary leader of the famed 70s and 80s funk band, the Barcades, Mr. Lary Dodson. Holding it down. Check us out, talking about the music on www.iflashfilm.com.
Peace.